ain't did no video this long time, to be honest with y'all, cause it wouldn't pop up. So what's up, guys? It's Super Stats here. I'm never Stefan. So what I'm about to do is check out some wansee entertainment. So I'm so excited right now because one thing, I'm not excited because I don't got no snacks. Y'all could get some snacks and y'all could just get some snacks and watch me watch this. I really don't care. Or I might just ask my mama that, what's it called? Can I get some snacks? Okay, no more questions, to be honest, though, because I only can record for a little bit before my time to go to bed, because I live at my mama's house. So, of course. Okay, I want to know the one that we did stuff. Okay, it's called True Late Horror Story Animated. I never watched this one, guys. Okay, to be honest, I never saw none of these because I don't want to spoil the story. I don't want to tell y'all the story. What was it? I mean, I can tell one of y'all the story that I already watched, or if y'all already watched, but we ain't talking about that right now. Let's get it started. Okay, what we got?
Before starting the story, I would like to tell you guys about a channel. The name of the channel is IMR Scary Tales.
No, cat, I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it.
Description below.
My parents and...
Oh, my bad. Hold up. My bad.
I'm a 16-year-old girl, and this took place in July of 2019. Me, my parents, and two sisters were having a family gathering at this lake where we all used to go. We hadn't been to this lake in a few years, so I was excited to be going back. Just to give you a general idea of the place, when you first pull into the path to head up to the lake, you have to drive for a few minutes, a very narrow path surrounded by woods. And you come to a fork in the path. One leads to a picnic area and the other leads to the lake. Then you continue up the path to the lake and after a few more minutes come across another fork. One side leads to one entrance to the lake and the other side leads to another entrance that's across the lake. After that, you still have to drive.
That's that white people stuff. They will go somewhere that's real life dangerous. Something dangerous. I'm telling y'all, like if y'all was my type skin, like this brown, like this crispy brown, it would not be me going down there. I don't even care if they say I had to go. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. And I bet you something gonna come. They gonna be like, oh heck no, I don't wanna go. They gonna say that I already know it, so they ain't even gonna try.
For a few more minutes until you get to the parking area, so it's pretty tedious. We'd already been to the lake for a few hours, and suddenly I got a headache. My mom gave me the car keys so I could go sit in the car with the air conditioning on. I took the keys and started to walk back to the car. The parking lot and the lake area were a little way off apart from each other. As I was approaching our car, I saw a man who was looking through the car windows. He was a skinny, old white man with shoulder-length gray hair, and he wore old clothes. I stopped walking and asked him, "Sir, what are you doing?" He slowly turned to me, stared at me for a moment, and then walked away. I thought it was weird, but I just ignored him that he might be just another visitor in this area. And I was totally wrong. I got into the driver's seat and locked the car. I turned the car on and tried to call my mom to tell her about the man, ask if she could send someone to come sit with me. But there wasn't any cell service out at this lake, so the call never went through. I then looked to the right and saw the old man looking at me through the passenger side window. He was trying to open the door. I screamed and desperately tried calling my dad and then my aunt, hoping the call would somehow go through. But of course, it didn't. I was freaking out at this point, and I honked the horn at the man, hoping that someone would hear and come see. I was blaring the horn, but there was no one else in the parking area. I was too far away from the lake area, so my family couldn't hear me at all. The man stopped, stared at me, and gave up trying to open the door. And then he stepped back from the car while saying something, but I couldn't hear him as he disappeared.
Y'all need protection. Y'all need something to protect y'all. Like, this gonna be a quick pause. But one thing I'm saying is, they need to carry something what they need. They need, like, axe, hammers, guns, blocks, Uzis, and all. Like, even though they don't know how to control it, you still use it. Like, they have, like, shotguns, like, snipers, like, they should have took all that. I don't see why. They think everything was cool. They would be like, oh yeah, that's not a kid without no weapons. I'm going to camping with a gun. I don't care. I'm shooting it in his head for looking out my window.
I got out of the car, locked it, and rushed back to the lake area. When I got there, I slammed the keys on the table and my mom asked me what was wrong. I told her, and as I was talking, I could see that she got angry. She looked at my dad and uncles and told them they needed to come with us back to the car. I started crying and shaking as we were walking back towards the cars. Two of my uncles ran into the woods and my father drove down to the path. As I was crying, I just stood there. My two aunts and grandmother hugged me and told me that everything is okay. Mom looked in the windows of the other cars in the area to see if the man got inside one of the cars, but all the cars were empty. A few minutes later, everyone was back, but they couldn't find that old man. Soon we left the lake, and as we were leaving, we saw a park ranger. We told him everything, and he looked confused. He said that no one didn't go out from this area before us, which meant that man came from the woods in this lake. When I heard of it, I was terrified, but now I'm glad that I'm okay. But I still think about what could have happened to me if the man managed to get inside the car.
If he got in that car, he could have took off. Okay, next. No, I ain't watching that yet. Boy, these people ain't smart. I had a girlfriend who's stalking me. Oh, now it's a girl now? It usually always be boys.
My name is Dan. This happened 3 years ago. I moved out of my parents' house once I started making a steady paycheck. I'm a plumber, and one day I had to go to someone's house to fix some pipes. There was a married couple and their daughter living there. Their daughter was 22 at the time. She was 6 months older than me, and her name was Amanda. While I was working, she was talking to me, asking if I was single and stuff like that. And to be honest, she seemed pretty cute. We exchanged phone numbers and eventually started dating, and she even moved into my house. We were 3 months into our relationship, and stuff started to get out of hand. She was always getting mad and annoyed so easily. She always started arguments, and so on. This began to happen all of the time, even in public, which was incredibly embarrassing. One day I had enough, and I had to break up with her, and I told her to leave and never come back. Amanda was pretty pissed off when I said that.
Because to be honest, right now, this is going to be a quick talk. Because usually, girls be kicking the boys out of their house and think that the boys about to buy another house. They going to be homeless one day. The girls going to be homeless one day because all they want to do, Scooby-Doo mix. Okay, I'm sorry. But one thing I'm saying is they keep kicking the boys out. Now it's revenge.
Ignored her when she was packing her stuff. She finally left, or so I thought. After that day, she would always show up at my house, harass me, throw rocks at my window, and so on. I'd called the cops many times, but she was gone by the time they showed up. About a month later, when I came home from working, I would find her in her house, yelling at me to come back, or I'd find writing on my walls that would say, "Come back, or I'll kill you." The writing eventually went from pencil to marker been around fucking blood. And Jess, I'm being serious when I said blood. That bitch carved my name a bunch of times into her arms and legs. She only got into my house because I forgot to take the house key back from her at the time. In hindsight, I'm such an idiot. I know. That psycho knew where my parents lived and showed up to their house during the night. My mom almost had a heart attack when she woke up to the sound of a knife being tapped on the window glass. When she woke up, she saw Amanda standing there, staring at her, while psychotically smiling at her. Amanda did a lot, which really pissed me off, so one night, I decided to stay overnight at my parents' house. It was about 2 in the morning when I heard a tapping noise in the window next to me.
Now I gotta do like Corey Kenshin style. I gotta do Corey Kenshin style. Now y'all telling me these people ain't smart. Right. This is people, this is not smart. You grab one of these, and you, who got a bullet? Oh, no. You reload that thing, and you aim it at her face. You pull it out real quick, put it in your pocket while you're going to bed. You just hear, boom. When you just woke up, you be like, they not smart, oh my God.
I turned and saw Amanda staring right at me. Her eyes were wide open and red. She had bags under her eyes and a huge smile. I went outside and started yelling at her to stay away from me and my family, but she screamed at the top of her lungs and charged at me with a knife. I punched her right in the face, which knocked her out. I called the cops and made sure Amanda didn't wake up while they were arriving. The cops came quickly while Amanda was knocked out.
I wish I could talk to these characters, to be honest. I wish I could talk to him. I wish I could just, like, throw my gun and it turned to real, and then it just, and he was like, heck yeah. Then he was like, let me stop with the Nerf stuff, because I'm a big fan of Nerf. And shout out my Snapchat, Super Stenson Plus. I mean, no, I'm stupid. Not plus, I mean space. Super Stenson, space, Stenson.
Found my house key on her, and she was arrested and eventually sentenced for a long while. After Amanda was sentenced, my parents and I moved out of state because we'd like to stay as far away from Amanda as we possibly can, because she will eventually be released.
In here. Fat. Well, third one, creepy stranger. Woohoo! Creepy stranger. Oh, at a hotel?
This happened to me at the beginning of this year, just after I lost my husband to meningitis. I had moved in with my father and taken a job at a local hotel. It was a nice, cushy job that wasn't very...
Not to be rude, nothing. I gotta get on roast beef. Boy, you so bald here with a skinny neck. Boy, with that fake hoodie on, you not a boogie. And her, I didn't even know she was big bone and fake. I thought she was like my type skinny. I don't know.
Stressful, and it was also nice to me in my grief-stricken state. The job was the night shift front desk manager position. So I was watching scary movies or listening to creepy podcasts that seemed to help keep me awake. My husband had never liked scary things like I did, so it was nice getting back to something that was mine. Being the night worker, I was always by myself during my shift. The hotel was new, so it wasn't creepy to be by myself, especially since there was always someone around as far as guests went, and on top of that, my boss was always a phone call away. I knew I'd have backup if needed. Anyway, it was a night like any other. I was in the back office behind the desk, watching the cameras and listening to a podcast while twirling a pen.
Okay, as y'all see, she just doing this. She not even doing that. With the pencil, it's just going through like this. Dang, she a ghost or an alien? Like, what is she?
Around, waiting for hours like any other. I was in the back office behind the desk, watching more alone than usual. I looked down at my phone as my podcast ended and went to pick another one when I noticed movement outside the building on the cameras. A guest was walking in. I hadn't seen a car pull in from the driveway camera, but I chalked it up to me just not paying attention and went to the desk. The man walked in and I quickly noticed his clothes were dirty, tattered, and that he had this odd smell to him. Metallic smelling. I shook off the weird feeling and looked up at his face before greeting him. And I noticed that his eyes weren't on me, but the wall behind, just above me. I followed his gaze, wondering what he could be looking at, but there wasn't anything there. I was confused, but thought maybe he was lost in thought. I greeted him again, but his gaze still remained on the wall. I was starting to get freaked out, but kept my cool and cleared my throat. "Sir, is there something I can help you with?" I asked more firmly. Quickly, his eyes flicked down, and those eyes were wide and crazy looking. It startled me enough that I took a small step back. His previously blank expression grew into that of a crazed, wide smile. He was missing teeth, and the second his lips parted, I could smell his rotten breath. It made my stomach churn. Before I could open my mouth, I watched his eyes slowly creep up and down my body, as if he were undressing me with his eyes. Then his eyes moved to my hand, and his smile faded into a hate-filled glare. His eyes were on my wedding ring. Well, yes, I still wore it, as I wasn't ready to give it up yet. "What the heck is that?" he asked, his voice thick and gruff and full of anger. "My wedding ring, sir. I'm married," I said, thinking maybe he was drunk. His glare got worse as his eyes met mine again. "Married? You lying bitch! You never told me you were married! You lied to me!" "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about." Eyes met mine again. "Married? You lying bitch! You never told me you were married! You lied to me!" "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm afraid that I'm going to have to ask you to leave." I was so scared at that moment, but tried desperately not to cry. He was still shouting at me. "So, you're kicking me out of my own home? You're a little hussy. I'm taking what's owed to me. Get over here." He reached across the counter to try and grab me, and I let out a scream, stumbled back, tripping over my long skirt. I crawled quickly for the office door as he rushed to the counter. He grabbed my shirt, tearing it down the back as I went to slam the door shut, and I slammed it on his hand, making him scream in pain as I heard the bones break. As he let me go, I managed to finally shut and lock it before going into my boss's office. And as I dialed 911, I could hear him screaming at the office door, kicking as hard as he could to get it open. The operator stayed on the phone with me until the cops arrived. It took 3 grown officers and a taser gun to take him down and get him in the car. When everything was safe, I was sat down for a statement, and my boss and father were called. As my father was getting me into his truck, I heard an officer say that the man was a highly wanted man from Florida who had escaped a psychiatric facility. After he escaped the facility, he went looking for young brunette girls who were heavyset like me, or rather like his late wife. He had killed her and cut out her eyes and breasts, and done the same to 2 other girls in Alabama, so I could only guess he planned to do the same to me. Thank God for strong deadbolts and all of the police officers.
Whoa! Bruh, this story too fire though. Bruh, she just said he cut off her breast and okay, y'all, I'm gonna watch one more story and I'm gonna hold up. I saw a ghost in a June. Ooh, that sound creepy. I saw
in 6th grade in junior high school. I remember this one specific day when there was a thunderstorm. I was heading to gym, where the gym teacher greets each student outside of the girls' locker room as usual. I went inside the locker room. I was getting ready to change into my gym clothes as usual, and I noticed at the corner of my eye, a shadow was walking past at the other side of the lockers. I looked and said, "Is anybody here?" There was no answer, so I took my gym clothes with me and thought stupidly that I should follow where the shadow was heading. I went to the back of the lockers where the shower room was. I opened every curtain from each shower booth except the one in the last. All of a sudden, the light that was illuminating in the back started to blink. I don't know where my courage came from, but I decided to open the last curtain in the back. And when I did, there was nothing. I turned around, but then I heard someone crying in the shower booth. So I opened the other curtain again quickly, but still, there was nothing. It was rather strange to me because at that moment I felt cold. I heard in the distance talking, and it was a few girls walking past. I asked them if they saw anyone who was crying, but they...
Oh, really? You thought this freaking dude right here, that's a dude. That is not no girl. Why is he in a girl's gym? Or unless a girl got a hairstyle.
said no. It was literally weird. When all the students arrived, the gym teacher asked one of the girls to open the gym doors. Usually, I'm the one that opens the gym doors, but she decided to let someone else have the turn. We were waiting for her, and then we heard a loud, sharp scream. Shortly, that girl ran into the locker room and cried. We were all confused, and she told us that she saw something, a baby, covered in blood. I went to the gym. The keys were on the floor. The gym door was opened, and I tried to turn on the lights, but they were completely off. I wasn't sure, but thought maybe somehow it was due to the thunderstorm. I couldn't see anything because it was too dark, and when I stepped inside the gym, I heard crying. It was a baby crying, and it was coming from the stage. I was frozen, but I wanted to check what was going on here. I went closer to the stage, but the crying abruptly stopped and was followed by a cracking noise. Then I heard crying from another girl. She was sobbing. All of a sudden, the lights were on. My teacher grabbed me and asked if I was okay. I told her that I heard something but didn't see anything. She looked at me calmly and said, "I know what you're talking about. You're lucky that you didn't see anything." Then she said when she was working late one day, she saw a body floating in the swimming pool which is close to the gym. She thought it was one of the students, so she tried to save that person. When I tried to get to her, it was completely gone, she said. And then she told me there was the ghost of the girl who drowned a few years back. This girl was pregnant and she gave birth in the shower booth. She didn't know, so she killed the baby by breaking its neck. Later on, she regretted what she did, so she drowned herself in the swimming pool. When I heard the whole story from my teacher, I felt a little bit sad. After that, I didn't see or hear anything, but I'm still wondering what was the shadow I saw in the locker room. And sometimes, it still gives me goosebumps when I think about it, especially the crying of the baby and the bone-cracking noise. If the gym teacher did not come along, would I have seen that ghost of a girl holding the baby? Well, other than that, I just feel grateful that I didn't see anything that would shock me for my whole life.
Shoot. Okay. Alright, that's the end of it. So, yeah, that's the end of the video for now. So I ain't gonna make no more. I'm gonna put my gun away, right? I'm gonna put this gun away. Cause I'm not about to keep it for no long. And please make y'all should subscribe, hit that like button, and comment down below if y'all got Snapchat, cause I wanted to friend y'all. All my peoples that watch YouTube with me. I mean that watch my YouTubes. So if y'all want to hear my Snapchat name again is Super Stinson. Put space and then Stinson. Okay, that's it. And now I'll see y'all on the next video. Always, I love y'all. Peace. I'm sorry. I don't see why I do that. Peace.